This one's done.
All right, we're here in Corvallis. We just enjoyed the end of the Corvallis corkscrew, and we're heading west. We're gonna head for Lakeside and see if we can land on the grass runway and get some lunch.
My name is Jared White. Join me as we explore Northern California and beyond, enjoying the somewhat more affordable side of general aviation.
Keep it throwing.
As we turn the Starduster west, I realized I should check into Wakanda Beach, another grass runway on the coast of Oregon, just south of Waldport.
Wakanda Beach, Oregon. The first grass runway for the old Starduster. This is a cool spot. Man, look how happy the Starduster is on the grass. Let's take a look at these signs. 41 feet, 2,000 feet, Wakanda Beach, R33. There's also this sign over here. It says landings to the south and takeoffs to the north are not recommended. Huh. So I just landed to the north, and it's pretty windy out here. There's a ton of mechanical turbulence right up there. I mean, it's probably 10, 12 knots easy. They don't want me taking off to the north. I wonder why not. I got some balls and trees right there, but I'm certainly not going to take off on a 2,000-foot runway with a tailwind like we got. So we're going to take off to the north. I got a little Hummel. I think this is a Hummel. It's hard to tell how long this thing's been sitting out here. I think maybe not sitting for that long. I think these things have Volkswagen engines in them. Alright, let's make it like a tree and blow this popsicle stand. Mixture rich. Got it cracked. Clear!
Oh, just a beautiful day to be cruising along the Oregon coast. There's the Yakats down there, I think. beaches down here in Oregon. Those beautiful sandy beaches. Makes me wish I had the Chief. I could probably land. We're working our way down the coast. We're coming up on Florence, Oregon right now. They got a nice little airport right there. And a nice campground right near the marina we've stayed at before. But we're going to keep moving. We don't have all day. Next stop, Lakeside. All right, here we are at the beginning of the Oregon dunes. Miles and miles of sand dunes. I rode out here one time on my old DRZ. That was about it. All right, we got a Winchester Bay off my left wing here. They got a couple nice RV parks and a nice little brewery down there too that I went to. All right, we're almost to Lakeside. I've been flying for like 20 minutes and there's still sand dunes ahead. There she is down there. Looks pretty dry, but looks smooth. I think it'll be Starduster friendly.
Oh man, just the old Rosie. Legs off, master off. Such a good flyer. I'll tell you what, she really likes the grass. I mean, Lucy, she likes the grass too, but this thing, I mean, it really lands a lot easier on the grass. Just the craft. Oh, folks, I tell you what, this is a nice spot. Rosie's so happy on the grass. She really, people driving their razors down the road. She really, she likes the grass. She's just so much smoother. It doesn't really want to get all crazy on you on the grass. This is a nice runway. Man, you could fly anything in here. Lakeside Municipal Airport. Elevation 20 feet. 2,172 feet long. All right, I think I can walk into town, and I want to see if I can find some barbecue. Don't worry, Rosie, I'll be right back. So I think just down this road, and then I make a right turn, and there's some place to eat. Welcome to Lakeside. Gotta cut across these tracks real quick, and then I think my destination is that way. We made it to the smokehouse, the Stables Clubhouse, LLC. Oh, the Stables Clubhouse and Restaurant. Oh, it's closed! Son of a gun. Wow, that's a bummer. I was really looking forward to the smokehouse. Ah, the Dune Rider Cafe. I think this place will get me some food. This is a nice spot. I like these grass runways on the coast. The Bay Area RC guys have a little setup there, so there's probably some RC flying out here sometimes. Nice long runway. I looked over there. There's a couple tie downs over there, and you could probably camp over there if you wanted to. Yeah, and then the road's right here. You just go right down the road, takes you right into town, and you can get some food. I definitely hit some pretty good mechanical turbulence kind of on a short final, so watch out for that. All right, I'm heading back to the Starduster. I'm gonna fire it up and keep heading south. I may stop into Gold Beach and check that out. We'll see what the winds are like. It's getting a little blustery up here, or I may just head straight for Brookings. And my old friend Sean's gonna put me up for the night. He always takes good care of me when I come to town. All right, folks, it's time to shoot up. We didn't come all the way out here not to go upside down. The chute is pretty comfortable for about an hour, and then I get tired of sitting on it. I think most guys prefer the backpack style chutes for comfort, but it just didn't really work for me. I'd need shorter legs if I was going to use a backpack chute in the Starduster. Oops. What am I doing here? Handle's right there. Woo! All right, let's go flying.
Down the coast. There's Coos Bay down there. Still a beautiful day up here. And there's kind of the end of the sand dunes. Those sand dunes go for quite a few miles. Here we are over the top of Bandon, Oregon. It's kind of a nice little town. Fun place to visit. They even got a little airport over here somewhere. Where to go? There it is. Bandon State Airport. Alright, we got a little change in plans here. We're going to drop into Gold Beach. It's pretty windy right now. It's 15 knots, gusting 23. It's coming right down the runway, so I'm not too worried, but I only got, I got about 10 gallons of fuel left, and so I don't want to push on to Brookings and then have to take a few shots or not be able to get down. And the AWAS doesn't seem to be working at Brookings, so I assume the wind's down the runway at Brookings as well, but I'm going to take the sure thing and get on the ground and fill it with gas.
All right, we got the old Starduster filled up. It actually took almost 16 gallons. So we had about 11 gallons in the tank, which is more than enough to get us over to Brookings. Brookings is like 15 minutes away, probably not even that, but it's just blowing here. And the angle on Brookings runway is a little bit different, so I didn't want to show up there, with minimal fuel, put myself into a box, and then try to force it down because I was running out of gas. One thing Gold Beach has going for it is this fancy ladder. It's very stable, and it really got me up there. Like, I was able to look right into my fuel tank. It's time for a traditional update here. I'm sitting here at Sean's drinking my coffee. Got into Brookings yesterday, or last evening. Had a great flight down the coast and everything was going great. And I was unloading stuff out of the Chief, and Sean said, "Is it supposed to leak that much gas?" And I was like, "Oh boy." So I went around front, and sure enough, it was dripping fuel out of my fuel pump breather vent line, and which means my diaphragm is probably on the way out. So I'm sitting here in Brookings and not quite sure what my plan's going to be. I think I'm going to try and replace the fuel pump. I talked to Jesse, and he's got a new one on the shelf. So he might fly it up to me. Or my other option is Chief Aircraft is over in Grants Pass, which is a couple-hour drive. And so I might see if Sean can drive me over to Grants Pass, and I can grab another fuel pump there and then put it on. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we're sitting here. It's beautiful weather out here in Brookings. It's nice and cool. We're actually kind of socked in right now. I just checked the webcam, and the Chief is sitting in the fog, so I couldn't go flying anywhere if I wanted to. But the fog should burn off here in a couple hours, and then hopefully we'll get the Chief repaired, and I might make it home tonight, or it may be tomorrow. All right, so long for now. Cheers. It's still a little overcast here. There's the Starduster.
All right.
What are we filming? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's fire up my electric fuel pump. Let's see if it.
Yep. Yep.
What do we get?
She's dripping pretty steady now. Not streaming, but definitely dripping fast.
Oh yeah, that's not good. Okay.
Now.
We just got here at the airport. It's pretty socked in still, so no rush getting up here. But it's I turned on my electric pump and it started pumping fuel out, so I got to fix it. All right, we got the Starduster opened up, and where's our fuel pump here? There's the offending part right there. Actually, we can get a better view from the other side. Fortunately, with the long engine mount on the old Starduster here, it's easy to get to. But this is the vent line for it here, and that's where the fuel is leaking out of. And when I turned on my electric pump, it obviously pressurizes the whole system, and there's a breach in the, I think there's a breach in the diaphragm here, so when the electric pump's on, it's just pumping the fuel right out the vent. So it's definitely something I want to fix before I go flying again. All right, I think it's about to come out. Get this bolt out of here. Oh, there she goes.
Yeah. You want a clean workspace, and I want a clean truck. That's important. Not the first time I've had that request. All right.
Are we live?
We are live.
All right. This looks pretty nice. Let's see where the pin's at. Oh, it feels good. Yeah, I feel like the pin comes down, so I think we're in a good spot. We'll be able to put it back together. All right. Now we just gotta figure out how to get a good fuel pump. I put 1 or 2 nights on here. It's time for another official update. So we got the fuel pump off. Came off pretty easy. Got the little pin kind of in the right spot so I can put the new one on if I can find a new one. Unfortunately, the one my brother has, I think, is the high pressure version, and I don't think it's going to work. So he's probably not going to fly up here with the wrong fuel pump area. But it does look like Chief has the fuel pump I need in stock. So it's leaning towards like we might end up spending another night here in Brookings and then driving over to Grants Pass, picking up a new fuel pump, driving back and putting it in, and then hopefully flying home tomorrow. The thing about tomorrow is that the weather's not quite as nice tomorrow, so it might take even longer for the sky to clear up. All right, we're back in Sean's garage. We're gonna pop this thing open and see what it looks like. So I've never seen the inside of one of these fuel pumps, but it looks pretty similar to any old mechanical fuel pump. Apparently they don't make rebuild kits for these anymore because guys were screwing it up. And so you can only buy overhauled fuel pumps. I didn't see anywhere on Aircraft Spruce or anywhere else that sold the stuff we need to fix this thing.
Away we go.
Right, let's see if we can pop her open. I feel like this thing hasn't been open for a long time. It's nice and clean in there. It's crunchy though. Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh, I might know why it's leaking. Uh-huh. Well,
That's this one's done. But yeah, that's the problem right there. So I guess it looks like it leaks through this, so it probably couldn't, if this, gasket is intact, then it wouldn't really fill up your crankcase with fuel, so that's good. Because it looks like, as it leaks past, it goes into that this area here and then comes out the vent.
right, yeah, and then would just come out.
Yep. All right, well, I think we need a new fuel pump. We're done working on the plane for today. We got the fuel pump off, and the plan is to go to Grants Pass tomorrow, check into Chief Air Parts there, and see if they have a fuel pump for me. But we got beautiful weather down here in Brookings. It'd be a nice afternoon to go flying. But unfortunately, the Starduster's broken. So hopefully I'll be out here tomorrow. But tomorrow the weather's supposed to be not as good. So there's a good chance that I'll get my plane fixed and I won't be able to go anywhere. But we'll figure that out tomorrow. Well, got another update here from Brookings with a broke down Starduster. It's about 7 o'clock on Monday morning. I made a phone call to Grants Pass to Chief Aircraft over there, and they did not have a fuel pump in stock, despite the website saying it was in stock. The lady was real nice on the phone, but they ship out of the Midwest somewhere, and so I could probably get it here next day. But I was talking to Sean, and he said, well, a lot of times the FedEx or UPS will come and pass off the package to the post office, and so we wouldn't get it for 2 days. So even if I paid the money for next day, I might not get my fuel pump tomorrow. But I got on the phone and started calling places, and I found a guy in Grants Pass, I think VSI Aviation, nice guy on the phone, and he's got a used pump that has about 50 hours on it that he's going to sell me. So we're heading for Grants Pass, and hopefully we'll have a pump and get it back in the Starduster and be on our way here. All right, we're heading for Grants Pass. What do we got? 99 miles to go. All right, here we are in Grants Pass, Oregon. Nice little airport in the hills. Oh, I think we're going that way.
This way?
Yep.
Well, then we're this way.
I think I hear him coming. Oh, there he is. All right, here we go. Welcome to Grants Pass. Oh, yeah, look at that big chopper over there. All right, let's see if these guys got what we need. All right,
Is it?
we got a nice looking pump. All right. I don't have that one. A tailwind and a tri-pacer in there. Oh, look at that old Mooney. All right, Tim over there at I think VSI Aviation hooked me up with a fresh pump. But before we leave, they got a nice little camping area here in Grants Pass. The old Hampshire Hollow. This campground provided for traveling aviators. This is pretty cool. Let's check it out. Oh, they got a little bridge. Looks like they got a fire pit and a barbecue and a couple picnic tables. Place to set up your tent. I really wish our airport had something like this. We even got a little bathroom unit here with, looks like it has a, it's hard to see in there. It looks like it has a toilet and shower. I can't figure out what the code is, but I bet they know at the FBO. All right, that's Grant's Pass for you. We're gonna head back and see if we can get the Starduster running.
Some good Goodwilling.
Yeah, we're pulling out of the Goodwill here because I didn't bring a warm enough jacket for the flight home. I was gonna borrow something from Sean, but then we forgot when we left his house. Let's see if Sean can find a place to park here. Oh, there we go.
He's going right here.
All right, let's see what they got for me. All right, got myself an extra layer. It's a nice blue hoodie for $5. It's gonna serve me well.
Hoodie without a hood on it?
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't have a hood. All right, here we are. Conditions are still a little socked in, but there's signs. There's some little blue holes up there. All right, we're gonna put the Starduster back together, and if all goes well, be blasted out of here in an hour or two. All right, she's all back together. It's time to run the pump and see if it leaks. Master's on. Here we go. What do you think?
Pulling pressure, no leaks.
All right, let's fire it up, and I'm gonna taxi around and see. Hopefully, there. There's my hat. Well, we're still a little socked in down here. I think the Starduster's ready to go, but I'm gonna have to wait, and hopefully this will clear out a little bit more, because I don't feel like I can really get out too safely right now. There's a big hole right there, but I can't climb straight out. Straight up. Yeah, we made it to Fortuna, getting gas. Next stop should be home. It was a little tight getting out of Brookings, but old Starduster got the job done. And it's the weather's clearing up the farther south we go. All right, folks, we made it home. Look at that beautiful sky. Just an epic night to be flying home. All right, I'm gonna put the plane away and we'll debrief this trip in a minute. The old trusty aeronaut fleet is safely back in the hangar. Had a great, easy flight the rest of the way home to Nevada County in the old Starduster. I was thinking about, kind of blasting out of Brookings there, kind of through the clouds, and it was a little bit riskier flying than I usually like to do. We were sitting around. I had some lunch. The plane was ready to go, and just kind of waiting for a little bit of blue sky to pop up, and it cleared out a little bit, and I took off and kind of circled kind of pretty low over the field, built up a little bit of altitude, and then kind of climbed out through the hole. And it went fine, but it was definitely a little bit riskier flying than I normally like to find myself doing. And part of the reason it was a little riskier is I just don't have any instrumentation for IMC to get through the IMC in the Starduster. I have my ForeFlight with synthetic vision, but it's kind of down in my lap, which is kind of a bad place to have your artificial horizon. And it's also just, it's not a certified, it's not an approved system for flying through the clouds. And so I think with the Starduster, I want to get myself a little, at least just a little electronic artificial horizon or something. I was looking on Aircraft Spruce, and there's some pretty inexpensive options out there. And at least that way, if I inadvertently ended up in some IMC, at least I'd have a little bit more instrumentation to hopefully get out of it. So something for me to think about. All right, before we sign off, we got to mark our special map of the Western Seaboard here. All right, let's see, where are we at here? There's Corvallis. We came straight west. Here's Waldport, Wakanda Beach. We flew down the coast. There's Florence. Kept on coming down. There's Lakeside. Went by Coos Bay. Bandon. Cape Blanco, all the way down to Gold Beach, all the way down to Brookings. And we kept on coming down, all the way down. We're still traveling down. Let's see, all the way down to, basically to Murray Field. And then we cut inland. All right, we're notching off the old Western Seaboard.